Shalom family. So in case you didn't know, the WEF special meeting was held in Riyadh now in the last few days. And there's a couple of interesting things that pop out from that, so I just want to highlight them for you. The WEF special meeting concluded in Riyadh with world leaders calling for clear, irreversible path to peace and prosperity, peace and safety, peace and security. What does the Bible say? Then sudden destruction will come upon them. Okay? Calling for peace and prosperity as a top global priority. Now, I can stop right there and not even read the rest of this article, but let me just tell you this. There's your prophetic proof right in front of your face. We are at a time in the world where the entire world, everybody, every nation, is calling to work together in one enmeshed network, under one body, under one leader, controlled. Everything from finances to response times to cataclysmic events to everything else to decisions. They are seeking this one leader. And while they seek this one leader, they're highlighting that their highest, absolute, top number clear priority is peace and prosperity, peace and security, peace and safety, just like the Bible said it would be. And what better thing to be focusing on, peace and prosperity and peace and security, for a man of peace to come onto the world stage after we leave and bring a seemingly perfect peace plan that calms everyone down, settles everyone back into their boxes, and gets everyone to play ball with Israel and the whole world. And why do I think Israel is such an important part? Why do you think Israel is at the center point of the entire world's focus right now? Every person on this planet, even if you're living under a rock on an island far, far away, you know what's happening in Israel, and you're focused on what's happening on Israel. Why? Because the Bible said Jerusalem will be a stumbling block to the nations. Everyone will come up against Israel. Everyone will be focused on that. It is biblical. It is prophetic. It is happening in front of your eyes right now. So, hectic that people are still sleeping. Riyadh hosted more than 1,000 global leaders for the 2-day World Economic Forum special meeting in Riyadh. 1,000 leaders from across the world, where leading political, economic, energy and technology figures called for clear pathways to stability, prosperity and inclusive growth opportunities in the face of rising cross-border challenges. So again, attacking this whole different countries, different border thing, and all the challenges being brought together. Why Riyadh? Why Saudi Arabia? Why 1,000 world leaders there to come and discuss these things by that leadership hosting them? Isn't that interesting as well? Doesn't that make your bells go off? On the first day of the meeting, the Saudi Ministry of Health signed a memorandum of understanding with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to ensure equitable access to healthcare services for all and to deliver more vaccines against polio, measles, and other vital health services to millions of children worldwide. Go and do yourself a favor and Google the history of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation in India and Africa and what's happened with court cases and things and damages with regards to said vaccines and experiments and things that have been done. Let's hope this video stays up. It was one of several agreements signed by the foundation with the kingdom. 1,000 leaders, all in Saudi Arabia at Riyadh, signing several agreements with the kingdom, who has a prince. Interesting. The Saudi Space Agency also announced it will launch the Center for Space Futures in the kingdom later this year in collaboration with the World Economic Forum. The center will serve as a platform for public-private dialogue and foster the growth of the global space economy. Why is NASA not at the forefront of this? Or SpaceX? Or Roscosmos? Or these guys that have been at it much, much longer and been playing in that sphere for much, much longer? They're waiting on the kingdom. WEF President Borge Brende hailed the special meeting in Riyadh a consequential gathering that drew the attendance of key global leaders, including the President of Palestine, Mahmoud Abbas, United States Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, the United Kingdom's Foreign Secretary David Cameron. Interesting. Are you seeing all these connections? And the focal point being the kingdom and the prince. And then the Saudi crown prince, Mohammed bin Salman, MBS, received the world officials after the WEF special meeting in Riyadh. So a huge big special meeting in Riyadh, and afterwards they came and individually paid homage to the prince who is to come. And the world leaders went and saw him specifically. There's a lot of connections here you need to be making with regards to Bible prophecy. I'm not saying this or that, I'm saying connect the dots. It is interesting that this was the focal place for the meeting. This is what they're hailing as such a consequential meeting. This is where they're signing agreements with this kingdom. And after the meeting, they all go and have individual sit-downs with the prince. I find that very, very consequential indeed with regards to prophecy and end times. And again, I'm not looking for Antichrist. I'm looking at the signs of the times and how quickly we're bouncing off and saying, stop the world, we want to get off. Very, very shortly, God's coming to fetch his bride, but we should be awake and watching and seeing things that are very, very obvious through the lens of Bible prophecy. Keep praying, keep spreading the word, keep shining your light, and keep looking up, because we are flying soon. Shalom.